Do not allow them to take your kindness for a weakness. See, a lot of people know that you are a good individual. Therefore, they try to take advantage of that. They are whoever that does this. And for the ones that it don't apply to, then they are not in the they. But don't allow them to leech off you, to drain your energy. To they take your kindness for weakness. They know that you're usually the person that's going to say yes because you're trying to help people, even when you're in positions not to be able to even barely help yourself. They know that you will give your shirt, the only shirt that you're wearing, to someone that's you feel that's really in need, that may be even poorer than you are, if poor is a word. You know, you have to protect your energy and don't allow people to continuously take advantage of you. You know, that saying, when a person show you who they really are, believe them. You know, because there's a lot of individuals out there that will take advantage of a good person. You got to know when to say no, when not to answer your phone. You know, usually and it hurts too, because usually it's some of the closest people that's to you, family members, certain ones that's supposed to have been labeled as friends, that hurt you the most, that take your kindness for weakness, that feel like the world owed them something. You know, I've went out my way for people. I've given as much as I could give. And I just have a realization, I had to have a realization that most of these individuals, whether they were family or so-called friends, they would not put the time and day and energy in the same as I did with them. So it's not a fair exchange. That's with anything you do. Let it at least be fair, and if it's not even necessarily fair, if you're doing better financially or you have a certain opportunity that you can help some, you're supposed to build. You know, not have people around you that's not adding anything and you're trying to rise and they're holding on to you. So in reality, they're pulling you down while you're trying to go up. Don't allow people to take your kindness for weakness. You know, yes, you can always look out for people, but make sure if you are in that predicament too, they would do the same for you. And I'm not saying, you know, do when you're doing a good deed for somebody, expect something back from them like that. No, or money. No, I'm just saying, if you know these individuals, if you dealt with them before, if you lent money, if you went out your way to help, and when you needed people and they wasn't there for you, not just one time, two times, etc. Those are the individuals that I'm speaking of. Whether it's a female, a male, family member, friend, whoever it is, if they're not adding on to your life, then they're taking something away. You know, because it's like the harder you work on trying to build yourself up and help others, and you got people that surround you not serving a purpose, you know, or they're trying to misery love company, they're trying to dump their problems out on you. You have to always have a higher comprehension on protecting your energy. You know, I've been used and abused so many times by trying to be this good friend or trying to be this good man and this perfect whatever. There's not a perfect person in this flesh. So there's nothing wrong with telling a person no, especially when you dealt with these individuals. Or there's nothing wrong with keeping your distance from negative family members, or, you know, certain associates. So yeah, don't allow them to take your kindness for weakness. You know, everybody is not meant to go with you on your life journey. And I know it hurts when you care about individuals and you can't change them. They got to want to change. You can't love them if they don't love themselves. You know what I mean? You have to think about you. I'm not saying just be completely selfish, but especially if you know you're the kind of person that's giving and caring, not perfect, but just a genuinely good person, and people not doing the same to you or for you, then you don't need them in your circle no matter who they are, whether it's relation or not. Because, you know, a lot of these people are really crab in a bucket type of mentalities. You know, if they're not going nowhere, if they're not doing good, you know, they want to pull you down. If they're drowning, instead of trying to save you or help save others, they feel like they want to bring as many people down with them, you know. And just because you keep doing nice things and people expect you to do things for them without even considering even the smallest thing to help you, or when you really need individuals and they're not there, that speaks for itself, you know. Yeah, so I just wanted to say that's for anybody that's out there, you know. I'm pretty sure whether it's family members, close so-called friends, associates, um, what, um, people you work with, go to school with, you know, anybody, you know. Always be a good person, of course, but don't let nobody take your kindness for weakness because they will. You give them an inch, then they'll take a whole mile. You let them move in your apartment, then they'd have been and took over your whole house. You know. So yeah, I got more vids coming too. I could have been talking about anything, you know. The stuff in New Orleans, a lot of these distractions, but I feel like this is a real a message that someone, some, you know, anybody that's out there that can relate to this, and you may need to hear this. All of these videos are timeless, whether it's the short feeds or the videos. So whenever you catch this video, it was meant to find you. Like, comment, and subscribe, share, turn on your post notifications. I'm out. More vids to come, dropping soon. Triple ones.